Humanizing Homelessness Exhibit is finally open. And it's kind of hitting me, right? That the fact that we're building something, curating something that is going to shift our community as a whole, to create impact at that level that is going to essentially change people's lives as a whole is divine, I think. I think this is a project that's bigger than me. It's bigger than any of us individually, right? But it's a moment where we get to come together, empathize, feel, embrace in a way that hopefully drives us into action.
This planning has been going on for over 3 months, and it really started with the senior in high school, Sydney Spears, and she has this idea to be an entrepreneur and just really give back to the community, but through art. So we took this project that she had to do, a requirement for her class, and we said, well, let's pair it with Pathways and figure out how do we bring art and an experience and a feeling of giving back. So that was the brainchild that came around, and then we had a full whiteboard session where we just sat there and brainstormed what do we want people to feel. So we listed a bunch of things, and we found the common denominator was empathy. We realized like a lot of people just don't know what it's like, a day in the life of being in poverty, being homeless. So empathy was the feel. Then we said, well, what do we want them to experience? We went through a whiteboard experience of, listing all these different things, and it came down to, we want them to actually move, feel, and touch. That was the experience. We are so blessed. Our community and just the sponsors on this exhibit has really brought everything to life.
The homelessness exhibit today and for the next week will just be, I think, an eye-opener for everyone that comes in that door, walks down that way, and has to see all the choices that homeless people make. It almost made you seem as if you were in the shoes of someone homeless, like you were kind of figuring out where you're gonna sleep at night, or you were figuring out what you were gonna eat the next day, or you were gonna figure out whether you're gonna take this money to put it towards gas to get to work, or just your medication in general. With me growing up in my community, I've seen a lot of homelessness in the area, and it definitely just makes it feel real, makes you want to get active, and makes you just want to help everyone that you honestly can.
Tonight is an extremely exciting night for us. The people that came, politicians, business people, church leaders, so many different people who have supported us, but still, even though they've supported us, they don't really get a total grasp of what homelessness is. I'm not sure that I did. As I've worked with Pathways, I begin to understand what it means to be homeless and the plight of people trying to dig their way out of a hole, much like being thrown into a deep hole with a shovel and say, okay, now dig your way out. The hole just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And what we really need is for people to understand the plight of the homeless. Then how can I connect with that to begin to have an impact? This is just a start. It's not just a meal, a handout, a coat, a blanket. It's how can we change policy and processes in our community, in our state, to begin to do the right things to help people be able to find jobs that are affordable living wages and be able to find a place to live that they can afford to live in. That's our challenge.